Hey guys, this is your boy Curatus here, and today I'll be continuing with my second episode of Valheim, and I'll be trying to... The main objectives right now is to gather more flint, leather scraps I meant, and also to find, eventually maybe we can gather some deer trophies and fight the deer boss, but it's quite early in the game, so I don't think I should do that. So should be searching some balls. Okay, another thing is we can do is as you can see, there are some like of this abandoned wooden house. So right over here, I was trying to explain the concept of obtaining more wood from abandoned houses, but apparently I didn't bring my workbench with me, so it did not turn out the way I wanted, and I instead wasted time obtaining barely any wood. Another feature of this game is you can sort of unequip and equip your weapons in your hand by pressing R. So it's kind of a neat way to just go into combat and then you just press R to just flee away from your enemies. For the rest of the second night, I tried to hunt down a deer by sneaking up to it, but it noticed my presence right away and immediately darted away from me. I even tried to throw my flint spear, hoping for a hit, but to no avail. Then I wandered around the surrounding area in search of wildlife, which I didn't find any except spotting a giant blue troll residing in the dark forest before I headed back to camp. One thing we can craft is a chopping block, which will improve our workbench so that we can craft better items. We can upgrade our weapons too. Okay, so today's day 3. So we would want to get ourselves a wooden shield if that's possible, a wooden tower shield, so that we can face the next boss, which will give us a pickaxe to mine stone. It is very useful. The pickaxe also allows us to mine the whatever ores, like I think copper ore in the next biome in the dark forest if I ever go to the dungeon, but probably gather more like leather scraps. But before I wanted to go berserk as a huntsman, I decided to chop down some regular batch trees after realizing that the supply of wood in my chest was on the low side. And cleave 2 logs at a time. It's kind of useful. So we want to find some deer in the meantime. Then it was time for my hunt. At first I scouted around to search for any deer, and I found one. I tried my best to pursue it down with my spear weapon, but miserably failed to do so. Then I stumbled across some wild boars and decided to engage into combat. But little did I know, I almost had... yeah, this happened. The boar. Oh my god, that was so close. should be heading back and replenishing our HP. Right after, I scurried all the way back to my humble home, meeting the same giant blue troll and random wooden structures and messing around with some deer on my way back. And craft ourselves 2 cooking stations. The cooking stations can be put like side to side to each other, so that it's able to like for one campfire you can have 2 cooking stations. Right now we are looking at the cooked meat. Then I waited for these fleshy boar meats to burn into delicious crispy brown pork and took them out one by one. However, the meat may be turned into coal if it's placed too long in the cooking station. I also crafted myself a wooden shield using the number of leather scraps I collected. But fortunately we can craft our wooden shield. So for the time being we can equip our wooden shield alongside our spear. And this wooden shield helps us to parry. And I went hunting for the 3rd time, but this time things worked out in my favor. Oops. That troll is kind of huge. Doesn't seem like we can sneak up to a deer easily. Oh, we got our first deer. Drops us deer hide and deer meat. As I was heading home for the night, I got ambushed by 2 boars and found myself in a sticky situation again. Okay, that was a close encounter. I think we should eat up plenty of food so that we do not accidentally die. I went back to my hut afterwards and crafted myself some furniture before sleeping through the night. The next day I contemplated on what I should do for the day and decided to go deer hunting again. I got distracted on the way by hacking down a fir tree and got myself into some trouble. Okay. Oh, I aggroed the... Okay, so this is a bad idea. Okay. So this is bad. Okay. Luckily the troll isn't following us. So I went along with my exploration mission, slaughtered some wild animals, okay, nice. Okay, so we have a deer trophy. Went pine tree chopping and faced those rock throwing grey dwarf dudes. Yeah, oh. Oh, this is a grey dwarf one. Oh no, deals quite a lot of damage. Okay, so what we get? Just stone. Soon the night arrived and I encountered my first boss raid, which is a horde of monsters that the boss calls upon your base and you must clear majority of the mobs in order to get rid of the raid effect from your base. Okay. Come on. This ball. So today's quest is to gather enough. Should we have gathered enough materials to craft a bow? Okay, so we just crafted our bow, and just need like a few arrows to test out the bow. And this bow will be useful in our fights against elf here. So I went and tested my acquired bow against a few mobs. Okay, so that's it for today's video, and I hope that you like this video and subscribe, and see you guys in the next video, and peace.